the video podcast that shares the heartbeat of our Germantown school district. A great place to learn, grow, and belong. This is GTown Life. GTown, welcome into another episode of GTown Life as we check in at Rockfield. And Dr. Croatt, thanks for joining.
Thank you for having me.
So we've turned the calendar to 2026 and have begun the second semester. When you step back, how would you assess where your school is right now compared to where you had hoped to be in August?
I am so proud of where our school is right now. I'm very thankful that we have the staff that we do that have embraced all of the changes that we had. This year, we had a number of changes in every single grade except for fifth grade. We had a new teacher or a reduced amount of classes in that grade due to enrollment. Our special education department slimmed down a little bit. And so we had a lot of changes as we started the school year. And that was a little uncomfortable to start. However, we persevered. Everybody pulled together, embraced our newer staff. We're extremely cohesive in the way that we do things. And when we plan, when we meet, when we talk about kids and setting goals for everyone, I feel like we're really on the right page and the right path for success and finishing out the year strong.
What does the first semester reinforce for you about your students, staff, or Rockfield school community? What lessons are shaping how you approach the second half of the year?
What's reinforced is that we are an absolutely incredible place to work, to learn, and to just grow. Rockfield is a super special place. Again, like we have an incredible staff. Even though we lost lots of staff last year, we gained incredible staff that embrace our students. And we have incredible students that love to learn. When they come to school, they're ready to get started. They enjoy the opportunities to learn and embrace that. And we have fantastic parents who support the students as well as our staff. So that's really incredible. As we look into the second semester and finishing out strong, I just can't say enough about the hard work that the students and the staff are doing already and just how much they're going to persevere. We have really incredible growth that we've noticed through our students. We have really high achieving students, and we have really incredible curriculum to work with the Bridges Math and our Wonders program. Our teachers are using that to guide and inform every step that they take with their students so that they can really challenge each student where they're at. Our high students are students that are just right where they need to be in the middle of the road, and then our students who need a little extra support. Our teachers are there for them, and it's a pretty great place to be.
As you look ahead to the second semester, what is the primary goal or focus for your school, Rockfield, as you push toward the end of the year?
We want to make sure that we are challenging each and every one of our students to do their best and to really continue to learn and stretch and grow. That is a high priority. Obviously, that's why kids come to school, right? They need to learn, and we are always looking for growth. So we meet our students wherever they're at, and our teachers focus on how can they make sure that they are growing at least at a year's growth, and if not, more.
What are the most important ways your team is supporting students academically, socially, and emotionally as expectations and demands increase in the second semester?
We make sure that we have a safe and supportive learning environment, and we focus on the whole child. So a big part of Rockfield is looking at character development as well. For the month of January, we started out the year talking about perseverance, and we had an assembly, and that was a really exciting moment when we facilitated this assembly talking about what it is to work hard, what strategies that students can use when things get tough for them, when they don't know all of the answers. And we asked a number of kids from kindergarten up to fifth grade what strategies they can use, who they can turn to, and they all had answers. Take a break, ask a friend, ask a teacher, tell yourself it's okay not to know this yet. They were all able to share that, and to be able to come together as a school and work through what it takes to do hard things was pretty impactful. That was a great way to start the second semester.
There's still a lot of important work ahead between now and the end of the year. How are you helping your staff stay energized and aligned as you push forward together?
At Rockfield, we do like to have some fun too. We know that hard work is going to pay off, but we want to make sure that we're having some fun. So while we're in January, trying to stay warm, trying to support each other, we've got some things planned that are some spirit days coming into February. We have our acts of kindness from PTA. That's going to be great. Our kids are going to have a lot of things that they're going to do extra to be kind. For our staff, we have a number of things in February to look forward to, including we've got the Olympics kickoff. So we're going to do a pass the torch where everyone is going to give a compliment to another staff member on a torch and just pass that compliment. We have our fitness day coming up, which is always really fun for everyone. But also, we want to take time to care about each other and make sure that we put the time into our schedule so that teachers can work. And so our morning meetings we have every Wednesday, we meet as a staff and we talk about important things that we need to cover, whether it's planning for what the students need to learn, looking at assessments we need to use. We just had a math coach come and work with our teachers about things to think about to push our kids in the classroom. And, we want to make sure that they're energized in that way as well. So we have a little bit of fun and then we also make sure that we stay focused on the work.
What upcoming milestones, events, or learning moments are you most excited about between now and the end of the year?
I started talking about those. So our big event that we have is Fitness Day coming up in February, and that's an annual thing. Miss Reddy's our PE teacher, puts that on every year in coordination with our one of our high school PE teachers. So we get high schoolers that come down and they help out with this fabulous day. It's an all hands on deck day, and our kids love it. Our staff loves it. So that's definitely something to look forward to. We'll have a really great message coming to us. We have an assembly that day. It's going to be about just being kind and kind of being our best selves. So that is thankful to the PTA we have that. We have a few field trips that the students get to do in each of the grades. So reaching out in the community, we just had first graders go to the Gables. That was a way to ignite them, something to be proud of, get out of the classroom, but also do good things in the community. So we have a few examples of that as the year progresses. As far as the learning, we have some really great lessons coming up. We're going to be piloting a science program in the spring. So our teachers it's all the buzz right now as they're excited to get their hands on that. And almost every single grade is going to be piloting because they're ready for it and they want the kids to have that exposure. So that's something we're looking forward to.
As we push toward the end of the school year, what message would you most want students, families, and staff to hear about finishing strong and staying connected as a Rockfield school community?
In the winter and in the second semester, things do get harder. And so just to remember that. So our kids are working really, really hard and we're going to continue to push them and challenge them. So if kids go home and they're exhausted, know that that's because they worked really hard during the school day. If you have any questions about what they're learning about or making sure that the kids are on the right track, please feel free to reach out to the teachers, to myself. Miss G, our school counselor, is another great resource. But stay the course, make sure that the kids are well fed and get lots of rest and have it set up for them so that when they come home, they get what they need because they are working really hard during the school day.
What's one small moment in a school day that always makes you smile?
I love it when I can see the kids and the light bulb goes off for them. So if I am in a classroom and they want to tell me about something that they're learning about, it's super exciting. I just got out of a 4K class and a little girl came up to me and showed me the front and back of the paper and that she wrote her name and all of the hard work she did. And other kids just start chiming in. And, that was about a 45-second moment of amazingness. That's what it's all about.
What is one routine you never skip during the school day?
I wish I could say I never skip this because I try really hard never to, but sometimes other job obligations come up. My goal is to be out to greet the kids every single day. I really believe that it's important to recognize them, to say hello to them. I try really hard to say everybody's names when they walk in, but sometimes they walk in so fast, I just have to say, good morning, good morning, good morning. But that's a really important time. I have lots of kids who want to come up and tell me about something exciting in their life. If there was an issue they need help resolving or just to say good morning. And some just want to get straight to class, but I want to make sure that they know that they were seen and they're heard.
A leadership habit you've had to learn over time.
As a principal, we wear many hats. We have a lot of staff that we are empowered and responsible for. We get to work with all of these incredible staff members throughout the school, and it's hard to get to all of them. It's really hard. And so I had to learn to be okay with that and to build the teachers up, to build the staff members up, to lean in on each other and to get feedback from each other. Because as much as I want to be able to give them feedback all the time, a lot, I just never felt like I could give them enough feedback. And so I'm really intentional about the work that we do and building up their skill set as a group so that they can be there for each other. That was something I had to learn over time.
What is something students would be surprised to know about you?
They'll be surprised to know that I love to roller skate, and I have my own roller skates, and we will be doing a roller skating unit in the spring. So thank you to our PTA for supporting that and Ms. Reddy's for organizing that with them. And we're going to be pretty excited, and they might be pretty impressed to see me rocking and rolling in my roller skates.
Best school lunch item, past or present?
It's got to be the pickles. That was always my favorite as a kid, and they're still out there. And I know our food service does a good job of making sure that our kids have pickles when they can.
What time of day do you feel most in your element at school?
I am definitely a morning person. I love greeting the kids in the morning. We start there and then being able to either check in on classes, get some meetings done in the morning. I'm just much more focused in the morning. Also, it seems like students are more focused in the morning. Everybody's a little bit more focused in the morning. And by the afternoon, that's when I just have to be available and ready for anything. So I definitely like to get everything as much like in the morning as possible.
One word your staff might use to describe your leadership style.
Empathetic is a word that I've heard. I have empathy for our students. I care very much about who they are and where they're coming from and making sure that they have a good, supportive, safe environment to be in, as well as for our teachers. I've had the great fortune to work at Rockfield. This is my 11th year here. I've gotten to see teachers over the years, and everybody goes through things. And so it's really great to be aware of putting myself in their shoes or thinking about the perspective that they might be coming in with that day and being a support person for them.
Staff Jeans Day or Student Spirit Day?
I would say Student Spirit Day. We love a good Spirit Day.
Assembly applause or quiet classroom focus?
We love our assemblies, but even with that, we want to have our applause. But I think our assemblies, that's the all-school event where we all come together and have that common message and talk about our common goals. So that is definitely a highlight.
Walking meetings or sit-down meetings?
A sit-down meeting. We just have a lot of people that we work collaboratively with. And so to be able to sit down and have a good meeting is important. And then as well as if I'm meeting one-on-one with a teacher, it's nice to be in their space. If possible, I definitely appreciate that sit-down meeting.
Email follow-ups or face-to-face conversations?
I'm a face-to-face person. As much as possible, I prefer to have a face-to-face conversation.
Friday fish fry or Saturday brunch?
Friday fish fry, all the way.
Road trip or stay close weekend?
I do love a good road trip. I love to adventure and see new things and places and meet new people.
Winter boots or summer sandals?
Summer sandals, 100%. I love the warm air and being able to be outside all the time whenever I want and be very comfortable and not have to wear a ton of layers.
County fair or farmer's market?
I am a farmer's market girl. I love good finds at the farmer's market, the fresh produce. Again, I'm a morning person, so farmer's markets are typically in the morning. So I love that. I love the energy of a good farmer's market.
A fall color drive or a summer lake day?
Well, fall color drive is beautiful. I do appreciate. Summer lake day is one of my favorites.
Bonfire night or backyard grill?
I would love a bonfire night. I love the idea of being able to sit around and just laugh, listen to music. A bonfire is always a good time.
Well, Dr. Croatt, we thank you for joining and sharing about what's going on at Rockfield, and we're super excited to see all the great things that are going to occur over the next few months.
Thanks, Justin.
County Line, checking in with Mrs. Schultz and all the great things happening over there. Thanks for joining.
Hello, Justin. Thank you for having me. Hi, Germantown.
So we've turned the calendar on 2026 and have begun the second semester. When you step back, how would you assess where your school County Line is right now compared to where you hope to be in August?
Yeah, it's crazy to think we're already here, right? 2020. As I think of back to August and the excitement that we had for the brand new year and setting our goals as a building, as a district, and then setting teacher goals from student academic growth to teacher growth, it's really been amazing to see all the collaboration that's occurred. We really leaned into professional learning communities where teachers are meeting together as a community and learning through one another. There's still so much more important work ahead of us, and I'm really proud of that progress that we've made. And we continue to celebrate that progress. So it's really important that we celebrate with the community as well. So thank you, community, for all you're doing as well, supporting our staff and our students and their growth as well. So just really excited to keep on going and keep on growing.
What has the first semester reinforced for you about your County Line students, staff, and school community? What lessons are shaping how you approach the second half of the year?
As I think about all of our comic community here, we continue to really focus on building relationships and just how caring and supportive we are. So we build these relationships so that we can do that hard work together as staff, so that we can do that hard work together from staff to students, and then involving parents and family members in knowing their students' progression and their growth, as well as me. I'm building relationships with the staff here so that they can continuously grow. Our staff really here care deeply about what's doing best for kids, even when that work is really hard, because each and every day we show up for kids and we really are reaching those goals that we just talked about. So continuing to build that efficacy with our staff and our students here.
As you look ahead to the second semester, what is the primary goal or focus for your school county line as you push toward the end of the year?
Our goal remains the same of growth for all students in ELA or English Language Arts. While that is our main building goal, we are working hard as a leadership team right now through what's called the 15-day challenge. We've begun that work at County Line where we had our leaders in classrooms doing informal observations and looking for what we call teacher clarity. So we're looking for teaching that is able to go to students and they're able to share what they're learning about in student language. And so it was awesome to hear the leaders and all they had to share with me about all the great things that are happening in the classroom and where they heard this and where they saw it and how students then are able to reiterate what they are learning and why they're learning. So I'm really excited for this work because not only is it at a building level, but it's also at a district level. It's cool to hear about how it's happening not only in a 4K classroom, but all the way up to seniors, right? So like that's that portrait of a graduate that you've heard about and we can see all the way in County Line happening.
What are the most important ways your team is supporting students academically, socially, and emotionally as expectations and demands increase in the second semester?
At County Line, we just got some data in. So we did map testing. So we got lots of data there. And then Ames Web testing. So many parents, 4K through third grade and then fifth grade, have also heard these test results are in. And that's a moment in time of a summative assessment. So we're able to meet with staff members, myself, our school psych, Miss Conrad, our reading specialist, Miss Faraday, and our math interventionist, Miss Steiner. And then we come together as a team, a PLC team, and we really look through data. We see like what is something that we're noticing about our student data, what resources do you need to support these students? And we look at all levels of learning, right? Who are needing the extra nudge, who's needing the extra support, and also who needs that extension to challenge themselves. And so truly a team coming together, and I wouldn't be able to do this work without the teachers and the team coming together. And so it's really exciting that we had these meetings for all of our grade levels. So not only is our staff feeling supported, but also our students, and that we're wrapping our arms around together so that we're a team coming together to support our students through the end of this year.
There's still a lot of important work ahead between now and the end of the year. How are you helping your staff stay energized and aligned as you push forward together?
It's so important to build that positive culture in your school. This is hard work. And so checking in on staff members is one way. We also have fun staff luncheons and our PTA. Let me tell you, they take good care of us. The Comic Crew PTA celebrates our staff by bringing in different things from filling the fridge with drinks to supporting them with volunteer hours. Coming up in May will be Staff Appreciation Week, where they really go all in and support our staff. So those are a couple ways that we want to make sure that they're staying energized and continuing to work together to move forward.
What upcoming milestones, events, or learning moments are you most excited about between now and the end of the year?
There's a lot because there's still a lot of time left. Really soon, we have a couple PTA events that we look forward to. We have bingo night coming up in February. We'll have movie night. I talked about this in episode 1. Every month, comets get celebrated in our Comic Code Assembly. And so we honor our superheroes who go above and beyond to show that Comet way, being safe, respectful, and responsible. So that has to be my all-time favorite, where we get to really celebrate all of their learning and growing. And just the day-to-day celebrations where I'm in classrooms and teachers are explaining to teachers, think about how much you've grown, and really pointing out those milestones, even the day-to-day milestones of students learning and making their growth.
As we push toward the end of the school year, what message would you most want students, families, and staff to hear about finishing strong and staying connected as a County Line school community.
I go back to that episode 1 where I talked about that we're a team, and I continue to reiterate that because it's so important that we work together as a team to really put all of our arms together for each other and support our students, our family, and our staff working as one and knowing that we're here for one another. And so all of those efforts matter. All of those efforts make a difference, and every connection really counts. Every perspective is important too. When we can support one another to make sure also that we're celebrating those growths together, we can finish strong and build that positive community that we know makes County Line a great place to be every day.
What's one small moment in a school day that always makes Mrs. Schultz smile?
Kindergartners they treat you like you're a celebrity when you walk in. Just yesterday, I was visiting a kindergarten classroom and right away, Mr. Schultz, Mr. Schultz. And it's just that connection and how much you mean to each student here. And so I'll hang on to those moments. I love that.
What is one routine you never skip during the school day?
My morning greetings to my staff members each morning with coffee in hand and making sure that they're ready to go and anything I can do to support them.
A leadership habit you've had to learn over time?
That your calendar gets really full all the time, so make sure you prioritize it, that you really set time to be in the classroom with students because that's where that heart is. Like I shared earlier, being in that kindergarten classroom, that lifts me up every day. Seeing the kids get off the bus and doing parent pickup and greeting them in the morning.
What is something students would be surprised to know about you?
I used to be a snowboard instructor, so I used to teach snowboarding lessons, but retired snowboarding after a couple arm breaks. So still would love to see all those kids learning new things and always try new things. You never know.
Best school lunch item, past or present?
Nachos. Love going in the lunchroom and seeing them build up those nachos. And who doesn't love to make your own nachos?
What time of day do you most feel in your element at school?
Definitely arrival. The energy is really excited, happy, and kids are and parents are happy, and kids are happy, and everyone's greeting each other. So that's a great energy.
One word your staff might use to describe your leadership style?
I would say a listener. So one thing I really try to intently do is listen.
Staff Jeans Day or Student Spirit Day?
Student Spirit Day.
Assembly applause or quiet classroom focus?
Ooh, assembly applause.
Walking meetings or sit-down meetings?
Walking.
Email follow-ups or face-to-face conversations?
Always face-to-face. I really appreciate that face-to-face time.
Friday fish fry or Saturday brunch?
Ooh, I'm very picky about my fish fries, so I would have to say Saturday brunch, and our current favorite is sourdough pancakes.
Road trip or stay close weekend?
A road trip. We love road trips.
Winter boots or summer sandals?
Summer sandals.
County fair or farmer's market?
Farmer's market.
A fall color drive or a summer lake day?
Summer lake day. I love laying in the hammock by a lake on a summer day.
Bonfire night or backyard grill?
Backyard grill.
Well, that'll do it for another episode of GTown Life, County Line. Lots of great things happening. Look forward to all the amazing things that are going to happen throughout the months, especially as it gets warmer.
Thanks, Justin.
Thank
Good
you.
to see you. Bye, everyone.
GTown, welcome into another episode of GTown Life. Warhawks, future Warhawks, and Warhawk faithful, appreciate you joining. We're at the high school with Mr. Smith.
Hey.
So, Mr. Smith, we've turned the calendar now to 2026, and the first semester has ended. When you step back, how would you assess where the Germantown High School is right now compared to where you hope to be in August?
I'm really proud of where we are. We continue to see tremendous growth from our students, and staff continue to try and find the best possible strategies and use of assessments to make sure that we're providing a rigorous and appropriate academic experience for our kids, and they're taking advantage of it. So this is exactly where I would have hoped that we would be at this point in the year.
What has the first semester reinforced for you about your students, staff, or your school community? What lessons are shaping how you approach the second half of this school year?
just the all around commitment to excellence. Our students are committed to growing. They want to learn. They want to be able to apply what they're learning to better prepare themselves for their future. And staff are committed to learning and utilizing the best strategies to do that for our kids. They learn from each other. They're engaged in work within their departments and teams within their departments to be able to bounce ideas off of each other, make adjustments on the fly, and make sure that they're doing things that each individual student needs. It's just the all around commitment to academic and behavioral excellence that's really helping drive everything.
As you look ahead to the second semester, what is the primary goal or focus for Germantown High School as you push toward the end of this school year?
I'd say it's continue to innovate and figure out exactly what our students need to be successful and the next steps in their lives. Not every kid is looking to do the same thing after high school, so we want to make sure that every kid's experience here is setting them up for success and what success is supposed to look like for them. So for us, it's about being able to adapt and be innovative and bring in those experiences and everything that each individual kid in the building needs to make sure that they are going to be set up for success. That's just as important that they learn what they don't want to do as it is that they learn what they want to do, and that we make sure that we bring those opportunities to the kids.
What are the most important ways your team is supporting students academically, socially, and emotionally as expectations and demands increase in the second semester?
Academically, it's just continuing to look at the data, continuing to see what's working and what's not working for our students. It's what our teachers are doing all the time. They're looking through their grades, they're looking through assessments, and they're figuring out what adjustments they want to make sure that the material is relevant and appropriate for the students and that they're getting exactly what they need out of it. Administratively and district wide, we're looking at the data and just making sure that what we have in place for our students is effective. When we look at socially and emotionally, it's having the supports that our students need and just making sure that we are available for them to be able to have those conversations, loop in parents and guardians, and build the strong support systems for our students to make sure that they feel safe and supported when they come in our building.
There's still a lot of important work ahead between now and the end of the year. How are you helping your staff stay energized and aligned as you push forward together?
It's doing our best to show our appreciation for the work that they are doing. They're putting in countless hours on a daily basis to do anything they can for the students. And so it's recognizing that work and showing our appreciation because it's not an easy job. And we have great people in the building that are doing everything that they can, putting students' needs first. And so recognizing that and then trying our best to provide time that they need to be able to take those next steps with their work, to be able to have meetings with their colleagues, to be able to communicate effectively with parents and guardians and with students, and to provide that innovative experience for students. It's giving them that time to continue to adapt their own education.
What upcoming milestones, events, or learning moments are you most excited about between now and the end of the year?
We have some big things coming up with ACT and pre-ACT right before spring break. That's a great opportunity for students to show what they've learned and demonstrate what they've accomplished over the years. It's a great data point for us to be able to see exactly what is working in the building and what adjustments we might need to make. We have things like our academic awards ceremony in the spring that we're looking forward to, the Germantown Community Scholarship Fund, the auction where we raise a lot of money to benefit our students that they graduate and have scholarship opportunities, and then the actual scholarship awards night is a great one to be able to recognize a lot of the efforts that the kids have put in over the course of 4 years and celebrate whatever their next step is. So a lot of really fun things that we're looking forward to.
As we push toward the end of the school year, what message would you most want students, families, and staff to hear about finishing strong and staying connected as a school community?
Staying focused. It can be a grind sometimes, especially during that January, February, March period. It can really get tough sometimes, and staying focused and then utilizing everybody as resources. So reaching out to staff, reaching out to administration, just building that support system around each and every student in the building. That's what we want to make sure that we do. So we want to work as a team. So if we see anything slipping, or if parents or guardians at home are wondering what they can do to be supportive, just us being in constant communication to make sure that we are all supporting the students with that same end goal of making sure that they are ready to be successful post Germantown High School.
What's one small moment in a school day that always makes you smile?
Interacting with kids in the hallways. I love just walking the halls and saying hi and joking around with students.
What is one routine you never skip during the school day?
I don't have any set routine. I have to be flexible at all times. So I don't think there's anything that I can't go without, able to adjust whenever needed.
A leadership habit you've had to learn over time?
Asking questions first, not assuming that I have the answer, but learn from other people and then try and formulate an answer based on that.
Best school lunch item, past or present?
I have not eaten lunch here yet. Actually, it does look really good. I've heard very good things, and it does look very good. The General Tso chicken looks delicious, and I've heard great things from kids.
What time of day do you feel most in your element at school?
Anytime really in the morning, especially.
One word your staff might use to describe your leadership style.
Approachable.
What is something students would be surprised to know about you?
They would be surprised to know that prior to moving into administration, that I coached both high school basketball and football.
Staff Jeans Day or Student Spirit Day?
Jeans Day.
Assembly applause or quiet classroom focus?
Quiet classroom focus.
Walking meetings or sit-down meetings?
Sit-down meetings.
Email follow-ups or face-to-face conversations?
Face-to-face conversations.
Friday fish fry or Saturday brunch?
Saturday brunch.
Road trip or stay close weekend?
Stay close weekend.
Winter boots or summer sandals?
Summer sandals.
County fair or farmer's market?
Farmer's market.
A fall color drive or a summer lake day?
Summer lake day.
Bonfire night or backyard grill?
Backyard grill.
Well, Mr. Smith, thanks, and looking forward to all the great things the Warhawks are going to do and the team together.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
GTown welcome in from Amy, Belle, and Miss Chandelia. How are you?
Great. How are you?
Doing well. Thank you so much for joining for yet another episode where we spotlight all the great things happening over at Amy Belle.
It's a great place to be.
So we've turned the calendar to 2026 and the first semester has ended. When you step back, how would you assess where your school is right now compared to where you hope to be in August?
We have such a hardworking crew here, staff, students, everyone. Our goal is really that student success piece. So looking back where we were in August, and there was changes that occurred as far as grade levels and new members of our team. And so really coming together for that common goal, that common mission. This is where the fruits of that labor really are seen. So we're seeing some great success with our student. We just wrapped up 2 of our testing windows with MAP and with our Ames Web reading assessments, and just seeing some really, really strong growth. We're so excited to showcase the skills that our students have because they're rocking it, and we're so proud of them.
What does the first semester reinforce for you about your students, staff, or school community? What lessons are shaping how you approach the second half of the year?
The one thing that comes to mind time and time again at Amy Belle is that word community, that phrase of it takes a village. You feel it here. We're so much a part of the Germantown School District. Also, we're such a cool little entity at Amy Belle, just being at Colgate. I always reference those horses across the street. They're my happiness every morning when I come. I think about, because we're out here and our parents are so well connected and our PTA is so well connected, everybody that walks into our school really has a piece of the puzzle as far as what it takes to really build a community of people that support our mission and support our goals. That's been solidified as we've gone into this year. Coming into my second year here, obviously getting to see that last year, but then really seeing it solidified. Now the relationships are really a big piece of it. I'm really proud of the work that we do here and the constant support that we get from our teachers, our staff, our community, our parents. They really mean the world to us. And again, we see that success within our classrooms, within our students, within their learning. And so it makes you know that you're headed in the right direction, you're doing the right work.
As you look ahead to the second semester, what is the primary goal or focus for your school, Amy Belle, as you push toward the end of the year?
People always laugh when I say this, but this is my favorite time of the school year. The fall is so great because everybody's coming back and the gang's back together. Then we have Halloween, and then we get Thanksgiving, and there's really those traditional pieces and the times that we spend with our family, which are so important. But this is the time where they come back and really we get to dig into all of the exciting parts of the spring, and knowing that spring is on our horizon. We don't have a lot of distractions as we get into this time of the school year. We really can focus in on our learning. Teachers are really able to know their students at this point in the year. They know what their needs are, but they also know how to support them. We as a building know where to prioritize all of our supports too. So we really can get a lot of stuff solidified, and we really work to continue to address all the needs that our students have and all the learning that they're doing. So this is my favorite time of the school year. Like, our goal is always student learning and student growth. And so knowing where our goals are and knowing our kids, we can keep pushing that. This is my favorite time of the school year. The stuff that we see, the growth that we see from where students were even at Christmas till when we get to spring break, that time is just magical.
So I'm really excited for this time of year. I know the weather is one of those things where it's like, we still got snow pants. It is, but I promise you there's magic that happens inside these four walls. And we're so excited for it to continue.
What are the most important ways your team is supporting students academically, socially, and emotionally as expectations and demands increase in the second semester?
It's about that approach of we're a learning organization. It's one thing I always share with parents is that our number one goal is learning. Growth is growth, no matter how big, no matter how small. So this time of year really brings about the opportunity for teachers to really, really know their students. And it really allows us as support staff, us as building-wide staff to really know our students. That's the number one piece, is just what that relationship looks like, and knowing, can we tell when students are having a bad day or a bad time? What do they need in those moments? How do we help support them? How do we help them get back to their learning? Communicating with parents, obviously, parents are a big piece of this. We want that partnership to be really solid, communicating with parents and becoming a team with them to really know what students need and how we can support each other at home and at school. Just having a positive outlook on things. Learning is hard. Learning is loud. Learning is exciting. And just continue that message to students that we're here to learn, and we're here to make sure that you're the best person that you can possibly be in all realms. So knowing that we support them and we're here for them. Our personal approach to support really helps students understand they got a team behind them, and we're going to be here no matter what.
There's still a lot of important work ahead between now and the end of the year. How are you helping your staff stay energized and aligned as you push forward together?
I just think about the little moments, right? That's where success can be built. Obviously, there's the big moments. There's the beginning of the year, the end of the year. There's those times that we look into the calendar that we know are always going to be there, but there's the little moments throughout time. Our PE teacher, Mr. Burns, he's doing a lot of work right now to bring back a tradition that has been a part of Amy Belle history for a while, and that's working with the Winter Olympics and having some building-wide work as far as sportsmanship and positivity and being a part of a team, but then also a common goal. He's doing a lot of work in that. The Winter Olympics comes out every 4 years, but it's something that we can really hone into and really celebrate, but use that as an opportunity for learning as well. I think about that. Coming up on March 19th, we have a really fun event. We have our Dinner with the Arts night. It's one of our biggest activities in the spring as part of our partnership with PTA. Arts dinner that we invite all parents and families to attend. We also get to showcase students' artwork. There's always art displays that Mr. O'Callahan, our teacher, does so much work to prep and prepare for throughout the year. And it's beautifully displayed so that parents can come and see the great work that they're doing. We also end with a talent show where students can showcase their talents. And we have our fifth graders that MC that night, so it's all about the kids that night. It's a really great event. And there's also raffles throughout that parents can be a part of. We also have scavenger hunts happening, so it's a really great community event that we want to invite everybody to bring people in to see all the great work our kids are doing, but also to be a part of our building and the success that we're seeing. We're going to celebrate. We're not going to just let it pass us by on our calendar. It's also the little pieces of relationships or the things we can hone into to celebrate the work that we do, but also to celebrate each other. I know with the community that we have, we're going to see a lot of success, and we're going to get each other through no matter what.
What upcoming milestone events or learning moments are you most excited about between now and the end of the year?
I mentioned a couple. I also those parts of our students that they're looking forward to. We have our field trip to Madison for our fourth graders. That's like a passage of time that happens every fourth grade. The coach buses, they are just so energized for that. Then our last moments for our fifth graders, that's really special to them. They've been a part of this school for a long time. They're really leaders in our building, but thinking about that comes up for them. That's something that our whole school goes to. We celebrate the whole day together as a school, but it's going to be their last time going. We really want to make it special to them, to all students, obviously, knowing it's their last. That's a really special time. And thinking about some of our parents that we support, it's going to be, might be their sixth time or fifth time they've gone to camp with us. Also, it's their last too for some, making sure that they know how special it is to us. And even though they're going to continue on in Germantown School District, just knowing that they're still a piece of Amy Belle and they always will be, that's really special. So not only the exciting parts for our students, but then also just getting our parents ready for that next step, whatever that may be. It'd be silly not to talk about our forward tests that we take in spring. I know there's a lot of anxiety that can come with a big test as far as forward goes, but it really is such an important time for us to showcase the learning that they do here. So although it might seem like, oh, this is going to be heavy, we really try hard to support our students and just know we just want to see what you can do. We just want you to do your best. That way you can really show us what are some things we're doing really well at Amy Belle by the time they get to third, fourth, and fifth grade. What's the learning that's really been accomplished? Or what are some areas that we can really start to look at and go, we want to get better in this area to make sure that our students are well prepared for that next step, whatever it happens to be. Some really exciting things coming up, but then also the continued learning that our students do, that's really pivotal to our work here too.
As we push toward the end of the school year, what message would you most want students, families, and staff to hear about finishing strong and staying connected as an Amy Belle school community?
Belonging is such a huge part of success for anyone, whether you're an adult or a child. When you feel like you belong somewhere, it makes you want to stay, right? And it makes leaving so hard. So I always think about what a great opportunity for us to really make that next step harder for people. Not that we want that to be harder, but just a sense of like, you belonged here. You are a part of our team. You're a part of our crew. We couldn't have done it without you. And whether you're a student, whether you're a teacher, whether you're a support staff member, whether you're a part of our PTA, whether you're part of our parents, our guardians that we work with, that message of no matter who walks in that door, you fit here and there's a place for you here. That message really is my ultimate goal, but also the goal that we have as a building, just to make sure that you always have a place to come back to, ultimately, no matter who you are. That messaging in our actions and our words, but also in how we follow through on things is a huge piece of our messaging, the support we provide. It's pivotal to the work that we do here at Amy Belle.
What's one small moment in a school day that always makes you smile?
The biggest one is when students first walk in the door. That's an opportunity, no matter if kids are early to school, late to school, the first one out the car, it doesn't matter. Just that like mindset of, I am so glad you're here. That always makes me smile. I also think about like the first snowfall, or the first day that kids get their snow pants out. That's always such a magical moment for kids. That one always makes me happy when kids look outside and there's snow falling for the first time and learning just has to pause at that moment because they're so distracted by it. But that really makes me smile. We have Belle Fest once a month, and this last month, like we do every month, we recently started some character awards for our students. Classroom teachers nominate one student per grade level. And the first time we did it virtually. In December, we do like a virtual Belle Fest. So we get to come together like this and we play games across the whole school. And they can do those in their classroom. So we did it over virtually the first time. This January, we got together and we got to do it as a whole school. So the students that won got to come up and receive their awards in front of all of their peers, in front of all their classmates. That was a pretty special moment, just to know our goal is perseverance. And so we really got to celebrate the students that have really worked on some hard stuff and have just continued and haven't given up. So the smiles that we saw, the applause that the rest of the students were giving to really, show we support you too. That was pretty magical. So there's the traditional moments that get me, but man, that one was like, there were some tears there for sure. It was a really exciting moment for a lot of our kids. And I want to congratulate our winners. They're showcased on our Facebook page. And also we have a bulletin board here that we showcase them because we really want to celebrate the work that they're doing.
What is one routine you never skip during the school day?
The touch points with students. I never want to forget that work. So I always kind of have in my mind, like I always try to have at least 4 to 5 touch points with a student. It doesn't have to be a specific student, but I just always want to make sure whether it's at parent pickup, whether it's parent drop off, whether it's just walking throughout the building, lunchroom, when they're getting their stuff off in the morning, when they're packed. I just want to make sure I have certain touch points. That's a routine I would say. I try to find moments of my day where I can always have those moments to just touch point with a student.
A leadership habit you have had to learn over time?
Recognizing it's so important to take care of others, but also yourself too. I've tried really hard this year with staff to focus on when you're at home, that's a really special time. And our time is very, very valuable with my messaging, but also with the work that we do, that yes, our work here is so important and we want to support our students at all costs, but we also want to make sure that you're supporting your family too. Because if you're not taking care of yourself, it's going to be really hard to come to school and give your best self too. So that messaging of at home, it's okay to shut the computer. It's okay to spend time with your family. It's okay to celebrate time with your children or your significant other or whoever. It's really important to make sure that you have those moments away from this place so that when you do come back, you're really energized and really excited for the work that we do. That's been a learning I've done over time, but also learning that I hope I can instill in others as well.
What is something students would be surprised to know about you?
Recently, I started a club with our 4th graders. We do it during lunch, just on Tuesdays. We make duct tape crafts. It's optional. Kids don't have to join in, but they get the choice to stay in with me at their recess and make duct tape crafts, and they get to be social with each other or talk to each other, but also get to create something. So when I was a teacher, I taught a duct tape class many summers. I'm pretty crafty with duct tape as far as wallets, purses, pens. I can make all that. And I'm pretty good at it. So I would say that might be something they would be surprised at.
Best school lunch item, past or present?
I love, it's new this year, but I've had it in other districts that I've worked in. It's like orange chicken. There's rice and then there's chicken. There's usually like an orange sauce that is with it. That is very, very good. And it's very well liked by our students here. So that would be probably my favorite choice currently.
What time of day do you feel most in your element at school?
Love getting to check in with the classrooms. I try to do it as often as I can in the mornings. I try to pop into as many classrooms as I can to say good morning to them. I just love that early morning. So glad you're here. Welcome back. That message is so important for kids to see. All adults feel that way. That's my favorite moment of the day, but also one that I feel great about. That's one I look forward to every morning when I come in.
Staff Jeans Day or Student Spirit Day?
Both. You can wear student spirit and wear your jeans at the same time. So I'd say both.
Assembly applause or quiet classroom focus?
Both have their place, but assembly applause just reminds me of like being together. I would choose that for sure. We don't do it all the time, but it's when we do happen, it's pretty magical.
Walking meetings or sit-down meetings?
Both are important, and both, depending on the person and depending on their need, both are needed. So both.
Email follow-ups or face-to-face conversations?
Really depends. If I know it's a really busy time, we got a lot going on, I'm totally okay with an email follow-up. But if it's something where I really want to give pause or really hone in on something or really just have that face-to-face, like I said, I think there's time and a place for both.
Friday fish fry or Saturday brunch?
Always, always, always Saturday brunch.
Road trip or stay close weekend?
I'm going to say this. Road trips are overrated. They sound so fun until you're in the car driving and a semi almost cuts you off or something. So I feel they're overrated and stressful. So I will always be a stay close to home person.
Winter boots or summer sandals?
Always, always summer sandals. Always.
County fair or farmer's market?
Farmer's market, for sure.
A fall color drive or a summer lake day?
Summer lake day.
Bonfire night or backyard grill?
I would say you do both of those at the same time, right? Like you have a grill out and then you do a bonfire. I think those merge very well together.
Well, Mrs. Chandelia, we thank you so much for joining and wish all the Wildcats a great close to the year. And thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to the stories that make our Germantown learning community a great place to learn, grow, and belong. We are all shareholders in empowering and inspiring student success today and into the future. Until next time, this is GTown Life.